Hello everyone, this is Sam from DATEC Studios. In this video, I want to show you how to create a simple business card. I already opened my browser, searching for business card and going to images. In this video, I decided to choose simple business card to don't have much challenge. Alright, for example, I pick this image. This is very simple, but I think it is good for starting. I could right click and copy image, open Photoshop, create new document. Business cards usually have some standard dimensions. If you want to find out more, you could simply Google it, searching business cards dimensions. And this website could find out standard dimensions for business card, which contain business cards size of a square, rectangular, mini cards, rounding outer corners, etc. Anyway, I choose my units to centimeters and set 8.5 by 5.5 centimeter. For resolution, set value to 300 dpi, make sure it is pixel per inches. Because we are preparing this business card to print, usually you should select CMYK color mode, but personally I prefer to select RGB. During working this project, I will mention to you to which part you should be aware to not select wrong colors. One of the major reasons I decide to always working on RGB color mode because some filters does not work in CMYK mode. Alright, I click create button. To have clear pipeline, I recommend you enable your rulers. If you don't see ruler, go to view menu and select rulers, or press Ctrl R or Command R on Mac. Also because our document units based on centimeters, so right click on your ruler and select centimeter. To create margins, simply move your mouse pointer on rulers and drag it. For example, I create 0.5 centimeter, which means 5 millimeters. Also for horizontals, if you hold on the shift key during dragging the rulers to create guidelines, your guides will snap step by step instead of freely moving. 0.5 centimeters for top, for bottom, and for right side. I want to mention that if your size is different and you could not recognize from the right side or bottom side, simply drag the left top corner of rulers and move it to the right side of the document. As you see now, your rulers starts 0 from this corner. Now simply you could recognize the distance from the right border. If you double click on this corner again, your ruler start point will reset. I go edit menu and paste my sample business card already copied, and from layer panels I lock this layer to make sure it won't change accidentally. By color eyedropper, you could pick this color, so select eyedropper tool and click here to take a sample. If I click on foreground color, as you see there is no any warning here. But by moving the color in color space area, in some cases you will see this warning. If move your mouse pointer on this warning, it will say warning out of gamut for printing, which this is not suitable color for printing. If you click on this warning small icon, Photoshop automatically will choose the nearest color to similar your previous one. Press OK. I hide this layer for now. Create a new layer. I create a new guide. For example, 1.2 centimeter from top. Also for bottom side, again I dragging the ruler for bottom corner. And now you easily could recognize distance 1.2. Select the rectangular marquee tool and select the top side and bottom side. As you see, when I'm dragging the rectangular marquee tool, my rectangle will snap to these guidelines. If yours didn't snap, simply go to View menu, make sure your snap here is enabled, and go to Snap to and make sure enable to guides. Alright, so I drag again. Hold down the Shift key to add select bottom side. Simply by hold down the Alt key or Option key on the Mac and press Delete or Backspace, your selected area will fill with foreground color. Press Ctrl D or Command D to deselect. I hide this layer to check my reference. This part is completely black and this part is completely white. So I create a new layer. Go to foreground color. For printing pure black color, never select your black color from the RGB. For example, if I drag from here, and because my color mode is RGB and it is not CMYK mode, this is not pure black. As you see, here is the CMYK are different values. To achieve pure black color for printing mode, you could set all C, M and Y value to 0, which is not so important. The important part is K, which represent the black color. Make sure it is 100%. However, you see it is not pure black because in RGB mode it is totally different with CMYK color. No worries, make sure only your K value it is 100% and press OK. Hold down the Alt or Option key and press Delete. Now you filled the whole layer with foreground black color. Simply drag it under this green borders layer. I want to mention you a simple trick here. If you hold down Alt or Option key and click on the eye of layer, you will see temporarily isolate mode, which I mean I could easily just check my reference layer and hold down the Alt key or Option key and click on that eye again, and you will see your other layers again. I make a new guideline again, for example 3 centimeter. Select the right side, press Delete to remove it. Hold on the Alt key and click on your reference layer again. We have very simple icon or logo here, which contains 2 white squares intersected. So I select my foreground color to white. From the shape, select rectangle. While you're dragging, hold on the Shift key to make sure you're making perfect square. If for any reason your square was not white or had the border, in the top toolbar you could select the fill color and remove your border. Now go to the Move tool. Move your square where you want. If you note that when I'm moving my square, you will see some magenta guidelines. This is Smart Guides in Photoshop, which is very useful. To enable that, go to View menu, Show, and make sure your Smart Guides is enabled. For example, when I'm moving my white square here, when my bottom of a square reach to the middle of this document, automatically snap. Alright, now if you hold on Alt or Option key and drag, you copied this square layer. If you add Shift key to this combination, you could simply make sure these overlaps is perfectly to center of each other. Now time to make intersect. Hold on Shift or Control key and select below layer to make sure your both rectangles are selected. Go to Layer menu and select Merge Shapes. If you enable your Shape tool again, in the toolbar you could see Path Operations. If click to open, you could select Exclude. Now we reached much more closer to this business card. Also we have another simple layer here is a shape. You could download or ask your customers to give their logo, or you could create this shape simply. Hold Alt and click again. I create a ellipse here. We don't need fill color. Select the border and you could choose, of course, the color. Okay, set your border width as much you want. I think 5 is enough. I think my ellipse is too narrow, so press Ctrl T or Command T, hold on the Alt or Option key and make that a bit wider. Press Enter. Now hold Ctrl Alt T or Command Option T on a Mac. Hold on the Shift key and rotate for 45 degrees. Press Enter to confirm it. Now hold down the Ctrl Alt Shift or Command Option Shift on Mac and press T for 2 more times. We need a simple circle in the middle of this logo, so I create a simple circle. We don't need a stroke. We need fill color. Simply move it to center of this logo. If it is big or small, press Ctrl T, hold Alt and Shift and resize it. Alright. To organize better, select all your shape layers and press Ctrl G or Command G to create a group and rename it. For example, logo_01. Also this one, double click on the name and set logo_02. Green borders, black BG. Alright, I select my logo 01 and move it to center. I think it is too big, so press Ctrl T or Command T, hold down the Alt and Shift and resize it. Now only things left here, it is two simple text. For example, electronics and your website address. So press T or select title. Make sure your foreground color is pure black in CMYK mode. And start typing. Company. I align it. Because of smart guides automatically snap in the center. Hold on the Alt, Shift and drag down. Double click to edit and type your address www.company.com. And now simply we made our face side of business card. For back side, actually you could use your reference here. I create a new document with same size again. So go to the file menu, select new or press Ctrl or Command N. It's same size, centimeter, 300. Select RGB 8 and OK. If you go to the window menu from the arrange icon, you could create two up vertical to compare side by side. So I click that. Now zoom out a little bit to see the whole document. For background we have pure black color. So I already have the pure black color here. Okay. Create a new layer. Press Alt Delete to fill with this color. Also we have to rotate the square here. I create a new square and make this color this time grayish color, something like 80. Alright, move it up, Control T, hold down the Shift key and rotate. Angle what you want. I think this square should be bigger. Alright, press enter to confirm it. Hold down the Alt key and drag to make copy. You could select the same color. Okay. Alt delete to fill this color and move it to the position you want. I think both squares should move to the right side more. Alright, now we have the same element here. I could bring this layer from here, so find that logo, drag here. The layer order is not correct. We don't have margin guides, which is not good, so let's create a margin guides again. Hold on the shift key. 5. Alright, select and move that position, Control T and make it smaller, and simply write your text with pure white color. Alright, company name. If you don't like this font, you could change it simply. I kept that font same and just using the bold name. To resize your text, you could double click to select it and change the size from here, or simply while your layer is selected, press Ctrl T or Command T, hold on the Shift and Alt key to increase your text size. Alt Shift, double click, I make it very light, and the slogan of your company. Select it and you could resize it to make it smaller. Control T and make it even smaller. Alright, and again your company website address. Alt Shift and drag, double click, www.com. One more tip here: if you want to increase your text size but you want to increase the spacing, go to Window menu and select Character. When you open your character panel, simply you could increase your character spacing from this part. For example, I said 20 and press enter, or even you could simply drag it to increase the spacing. I think 150 is enough. That's it. Let me bring our new works here too. So this is the face side and this is the back side. Now if you want to prepare these files for printing, go to Image menu, Mode, and select CMYK color. In this dialog box, asking would you like to flatten your own layers or not. So make sure you're selecting don't flatten to not lose any layers. Okay. Also for this file, image mode, CMYK color, don't flatten. Okay. For printing format, highly recommended to save as TIFF image. Go to the file menu, save or save as, pick any directory you want. I set the BC_face, select TIFF format. Note that there is an option here checkmarked by default is the layers. If you hold this layers here and saving, this file format will include all the layers inside this file, which increase your files too. If not, just simply uncheck that and press save. For image compression, I recommend you to select LZW, which is non-destructive compression method, and press OK. Also for backside, file, save or save as, and I say BC_back. Select TIFF format, uncheck the layers, save, make sure LZW is selected in image compression, and press OK. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you like our video, hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. Goodbye.